So in the previous video, I went through all of these steps up until step number 7, which we completed. Duplicating forms is a really useful option. So when I said in the previous video, I said you can either create forms under your personal account or you can create forms under groups. So whichever group you belong to, you can go and do and access forms over here. It is actually better to be doing your forms within your group because then everybody who's got the correct privileges in your group can go and view the results. For the forms that I have under my name, only I can go in and view the results. Unless I go in and start sharing it around collaborating. So say you've got an existing form and I'm going to go and have a look. Right, here we've got an existing form over here. It's got all of the responses within it. Okay, and there's the question. So I've gone and set this form up once. What I can then do is go and share it as a template. Okay, and this now just shares the layout, but it doesn't share the information. So if we go in and copy and paste that link, so I'm going to share it. And here we can say duplicate this form and start using it as your own. So I'm going to say yes, duplicate it. And it's going to save it under my personal account in Microsoft Forms. So I could then go in and just go in over here and just go and change the date. Right? You can see the responses are 0 because there's nobody who's filled this in. It's a blank form. Okay. And then I could go in and say, right, let's go and share this. But I actually now want to go and put it under the different group. So let's go back to the forms. Here it sits over here, register for curriculum conversations. And I want to say, right, let's move this. And I want to move it to a group. I want to move it to this group. And I say move. I now go to my group forms. Let's go to where I've moved it to. And I'm just looking for where I've moved it to. And this is where I've moved it to. And there you can see it sits over there within the group. So again, we would then go back to our group over here. And I can then go and say, right, let's go and add it. Let's go and add forms. Wait for it to load. So it's loaded. I can then say add an existing form and go and click the form and it's automatically selecting the newest one. Very important over here. I don't want to collaborate. I want to collect responses. Let's go and see what happens if I click collaborate and go save. And there we'll see it's gone and put it in edit mode. And we do not want it in edit mode. So let's remove it. Let's go back in and add a tab. I want to add a form, add an existing form, and I want it to be collect responses. Right. You could even put in there to show the results. And again, it's not going to do it. Why? Because I've got time restrictions on this one. Let's just go back and have a look. We click it. Go back to our settings. And you can see it's gone and said that they can't fill out the form anymore because it has expired. So we could go and put in a end date accept responses, put in a start date, put in an end date, and then it will work over here. Right. We could go back and just make this 1 a.m. And if we click over here, we will then see that the register will now allow for it to be inputted. So it's very easy. If you've got an existing register, you'll just duplicate it the whole time, set it up once, and then just duplicate, rather than having to redo it from scratch each time. Another thing I want to show you, the last thing over here, is you'll see sometimes you will fill out a register or a form, and then you'll receive the link for the meeting via email. That's actually extremely easy to do. Not just for me, for everybody else. All you would do over here in your customized thank you message, you would then go and put the link. So let's go back. Let's go to settings. We can say thank you for your response. Please click the link below to join the meeting. Right. And you can then go back to your calendar and copy and paste the appointment that you've made. So let's go back here. Let's go to our calendar. If you've got an existing meeting in your calendar, you would then just be able to go in and copy and paste it. So here's a meeting that's been set up. I can then just go and take this information, copy link, and go back over here and paste the link. And hopefully it will hyperlink it. So what that is just basically customizing the thank you message. And yes, we would want them to receive it via email, so that they can get the link for it at a later date. So that's just one of the ways that I said over here that you can have people complete the register beforehand and then customize your thank you message over here so that they receive the meeting link via email. Thank you very much.